pelo o no pelo? O sea, how much pelo, you know? Like, you never know. I have a chair that goes around, bitch! Hello, hey, how you doing? My name is Ale. And welcome to a very special video. And I'm gonna say why this video is very special. There's two main reasons, okay? Reason number one, I'm gonna tell you about one of the most famous Mexican urban legends there is. Now that I've done my research, apparently not only Mexican, like a lot of other Latin American countries have similar legend to this one. The legend is called La Llorona. Welcome, because you're gonna learn all about La Llorona and who she was, what she does, why she's so creepy. And then the reason number two that this video is super special is because it's actually a collab. She's one of my favorite YouTubers that I've been watching lately. On YouTube, there's a lot of crap, but there's a lot of hidden gems. And she's my good friend, Kyla Rebecca. This is actually a collab with Kyla Rebecca. She should have like way more subscribers because she's awesome and cute and like witchy kind of vibes. Like, you like her channel. If you don't know who she is, you need to go check out her channel. I'm gonna put the links to her channel in the description so you can go check her out and fall in love with her and subscribe because she's awesome. That's gonna happen. I'm just letting you know. Okay. No, but for real, like, I'm very excited about this collab because I've been a subscriber of Kyla for a really long time and I never thought I would collab with her. So she's awesome for like collabing with like the small channels, you know. She's like a really nice person. Anyway, she's gonna have a video about an urban legend that's like close to where she lives. I think she said 3 hours away or something. It's called the Dog Boy legend, the urban legend of the dog boy, or the legend of the dog boy, something like that. I'm sorry. That's what we're doing, like urban legends from like where we're from, sort of. That's like the theme if you haven't seen. So yes, I'm gonna talk about La Llorona now. Who is La Llorona? Now, this legend is like very famous, so obviously there's gonna be like thousands of versions. So if you are like from Mexico or from Latin America and you're like, no, this is not true, no, I actually heard this, like, chill, calm down. This is the version that I heard and that I know of and that I like researched, okay? Don't come at me, okay? It's a tradition in Mexico when you're about to like tell an urban legend, you have to start the legend with these exact words. Cuenta la leyenda. Legend says, basically that's what it means. Okay. Cuenta la leyenda. The legend starts with a young woman named Maria, okay? I don't have exact years of when this happened, but this seems to happen a long time ago, when they had like carriages and stuff, back then. Somewhere in Mexico, according to my sources, you know what I'm saying? This girl's name is Maria, and she falls in love with this guy. Girl, first mistake, okay? This guy is wealthy, right? So she's like, apparently she's from like different social class. They fell in love. He was like, okay, come now, be wealthy with me. So he would like shower her with gifts, and like at the beginning of the relationship it was great. But then she had 2 sons with him, okay? And after she gave him 2 sons, he was like bored now of her and the family, and he was like, eh. So he started like having affairs and like going out and gambling and like not paying attention to his wife and kids. So Maria was like, what the hell, bro? He was like done with them. He was like so irresponsible. He would just like leave for like 2 months at a time, not come back and not check in with them, and just leave them to their own, I guess. Right, so eventually he was like, nah, I'm done, like, bye. And he decided to leave them for good, leave Maria and the kids for good, decided to marry this other woman that was originally from his same social class. So he has this new woman, right? Maria is like still in love with him for some reason, but like, so she's like hurt because she knows that he's with this other woman, and he only comes to visit because of the kids. This is when Maria starts like getting resentful of her own children. I don't know why, but she was like sort of getting jealous that the husband would only come for them and like spend time with them and like bring gifts to them, and like she was just completely ignored, you know? So she started to resent the kids. She was going crazy, obviously, right? One evening, Maria and her 2 sons decided to go out on a walk by the river, okay? Important detail. So they're walking by the river and they happened to stumble upon the husband and then with his new wife, right? with the new woman. So Maria goes like insane, she goes crazy, she like throws a fit, super angry Maria at this point. For some reason turned to her kids, grabbed them and threw them at the river. She threw her own kids into the river that was like flowing with the current, so the kids drowned in the current. At some point she realized what she had done. She like went in and decided to like try to save them. One of the versions said that she died there trying to save them, and that ever since, you know, that's why you see her spirit like roaming always next to the rivers. Another version though says that she didn't die there, that she tried to save them, she couldn't. She was destroyed obviously, and she was like crying, overcome by grief. She went crazier than she already was. She would run around the village or the town wailing and screaming for her kids, trying to bring them back and to find them again. And her famous like wail scream creepy thing that when you hear it it's like, oh, it's La Llorona, is mis hijos. So what she screams in Spanish, she says mis hijos. She's usually like, ay, mis hijos, mis hijos, crying and saying that over and over again, which means, oh, my children, you know? It's very creepy, like to hear that coming from like a wailing mother, like full of grief. It's very like chilling, that's what they say, you know, in the legend of like the people that have encountered La Llorona, right? This other version of the legend said that she would go wailing, running to the streets, looking for her kids day and night. She was consumed by these. She would like roam near the rivers wearing a white gown always for some reason, and she would like be searching for her kids along the river. Well, I mean, they're dead already, lady, but I think she's crazy and she's just trying to get, you know, she's crazy with grief, you know. She wouldn't eat, she wouldn't sleep, and she, because of this, she like got malnourished. And she actually like looked like a skeleton. People said that she would like be, you know, doing her thing, but she was so creepy because she looked like a skeleton. Eventually, she succumbed to this by the river and she died. This is the other version, this is how she died. She just succumbed of this, of grief, by the river. And that not long after, people started to see her ghost roaming alongside this river and crying for her kids, saying mis hijos, ay, mis hijos. The legend says that if this spirit of La Llorona meets a children or a child, that she tries to steal this child and like drag them to the nearest river that she can find to drown them there and hopefully exchange their soul for the soul of her own children. So watch out, little kids, don't go roaming around the night near rivers because La Llorona is gonna get you. And then other versions of the legend says that she will just kill anyone she encounters, so that if you start hearing the wails of the Llorona, you need to run the other way, because if you actually see her, that means that you're cursed, you're doomed, and she's gonna get you eventually. Like, you're gonna die somehow, like soon. That's what the legend says. That's the legend of La Llorona. It's kind of like a sad story that turned into this like wailing, grieving ghost of a woman that's like roaming the streets in her white gown, screaming for her kids, that she's like trapped there doing that. So that's kind of like sad and also creepy for us, because leave us alone, don't kill us, and don't drown children. Like, that part is not okay. That's the story of La Llorona. Hope that you liked it. Tell me in the comments what you think about it. Let me know if you know any other urban legends of your area. I would love to hear about that. And let's head over to Kyla's channel, to her video, to hear about her urban legend. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Thank you so much for clicking subscribe, because I know that you will, because you are awesome. Because if you came from Kyla's channel, by the way, and you're like one of her subs, I for sure know that you're like an awesome human being, because like this community with like Kyla and her channel is very, very nice. We're all like together. It's a very warm community of togetherness and positivity. Dun, 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 dun. I've already hit 1,000 subscribers that I cannot believe I did it. Thank you very much. I don't know how to react. I was like waiting for it to like go back and like, but no, now I'm like 1,012 or something like that. Please don't leave. Thank you so much. Now the new goal is back to my original goal that I had like modified it because I lost confidence in myself and I was like, I'm not gonna make it, but turns out I am, which is 1,200 subscribers, right? So 1,200. So 200 more of you guys by the end of the year. That's the goal. Can we do it? I think so. Also, as you know, now I have all the requirements to apply to be remonetized, which is what I'm gonna do right away. As soon as I have time, I will go and do whatever I have to do to reapply to be remonetized, because now I have the fluffing requirements. Thank you guys! Also, when you're down there in the description area looking for Kyla's content, don't forget to also check out my social media. I have all the links to everything down there in the description box. So follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. I am there doing the things, tweeting the tweets, Instagram the Insta moments of my life. Actually no, I'm very good at Insta stories. As I haven't said it before, thank you Kyla so much for collabing with me, girl. You are the best. I love you. And let's keep playing Overwatch and streaming on Twitch. By the way guys, let's stream on Twitch. I'm gonna put all of our Twitches down below too, because sometimes we Twitch together. That sounds dirty. We Twitch together. Okay, bye. Okay. I did it? I think I did it. Also, look at my boxers. They're like little skulls. Bitch! Halloween! Woo!